I don't know about you, but there's only so many French fries and onion rings I can eat before I go, ooh, give me zucchini. Yes, fried zucchini. I love this stuff. But everyone seems to screw it up really bad. So I'm here to show the world how to do this the right way, or at least the way I think is the right way, so that when I go out to your restaurants to eat something or whatever, you make it correctly and I don't have to eat those stupid little rings anymore. I hate those stupid little rings. They're gross. They're stupid. Stop doing that. Sticks. Those are the long ways to do it. The spears, whatever you want to call them. That is the proper fried zucchini, so that's what we're doing today. I have a couple of zucchini, and I had to learn how to spell zucchini to make this video. Can you even believe that? The things I go through for you. Yes, that's right. I know how to spell zucchini. I'm not going to. I don't need to show off. You know. Come on. All right. What else do we need besides zucchini? We have a half a cup of all-purpose flour right here. We have a cup and a half of all-purpose flour right here, and we have a cup and a half of Panko breadcrumbs, roughly. It's as much as I had left still. It's a cup and a quarter. It'll be fine. Anyways, what else do you need? You need this stuff. What is in this stuff right here? I'm doing one of these again. I know some people like this. Some people don't. It is paprika, it is garlic, it is onion, it is white pepper. You can use black pepper, but it has to be really finely ground. You don't want big chunks of pepper in this. No. There's salt in there, and there are 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Now, if you don't want to use baking powder, or you don't have baking powder, but you happen to have self-rising flour, feel free to use that instead. Omit the baking powder. Pretty easy. We have a cup and a half of milk right here. This is whole milk. I don't really have an argument for that either way, other than whole milk has more stuff in it. It's better for you. If you have low-fat milk, I don't really care. We have one. That's not a large egg. This is what they call a large egg. It's not a large egg. Okay, that's basically it. We're going to put this packet right here into our, what is basically a batter. So I'll walk you through this in a second. That's going in there. All right, the egg is going in here because it's just easier. I like to do it this way. Plus, that's fun. Someday there's not going to be a sink there and I'm just going to be dropping stuff on the floor. That'll be hilarious. All right, mix this up really, really well until your milk don't look like milk no more. It doesn't taste like milk either. That's perfect. There you go. Now, we are going to pour this into this. Set that over there. I'm going to reach over as far as I can. Do this. And get my big fat belly to hit the knife. There you go. All right, look at this. This is beautiful. This is a nice thick batter. Oh, batter up. Yeah, she's a battering. Oh, she's a beauty. You don't want to overmix this, otherwise you end up with pancakes or something. I don't know how that works. I don't know how this stuff works, really, if I'm being honest. Okay, that's ready to go. Now, we have to cut zucchini to the right side. You notice that I'm moving quickly with this video. There's not a lot of woo in the whole thing. If you want more woo in the whole thing, just leave me a comment there, and I will be happy to do that. I can woo. But so many people go, just get to the point. Start cooking something. I can woo and cook. It's funny, he doesn't look wooish. Okay, so why am I cutting it this way? Because we want spears. And not too big. You don't want the big giant spears? Those are silly. You want perfectly normal, acceptable, reasonably sized spears that everyone can enjoy. Okay, I'm in trouble for that one. All right, so we're going to do a fancy cut on this because I'm fancy. So we're going to come in at a diagonal. We're going to cut this into 3 pieces. Each one of these. We're just going to try and get a nice spear. And don't do that, okay? A little out of practice. When you've done that, you're going to come through and cut these in half to make them reasonable. This is a pretty small zucchini, if I'm being honest. You want to start with a better sized zucchini. That's what she said. Again, why? I don't know. There we go. I'm going to cut the rest. You don't have to watch that. But let's move on to the next part as soon as I'm done cutting this. Is it the wrong hand? Was it this one? I don't remember. Anyways, throw cut. So we're going to dredge these in a little bit of flour. Again, AP flour or self-rising flour, whatever. You want to use bread flour, fine. Don't use whole wheat flour. Don't use buckwheat flour. You could use. Could you use? I don't know. Beats the heck out of me. That seems like a weird one though. Okay, don't put too many in here, as it'll create a problem. Just kind of zhuzh them up a little. Zhuzh. Do the zhuzh. You just want to basically make a nice dry surface here so that our batter is going to stick to them nicely, but you don't want clumps. So give them a rub down. There you go. If you're doing this in like a basket shaker, this would be super easy because you could just shake them off. But that's a lot of equipment and I only have this tiny little area. If you don't do this properly, these will suck and nothing will stick to it. So this is kind of critical. What I do care about is, whatchamajig? Whatchamajig. All right, go back in time. Get one. I think they still sell these things. Mine happens to be from the Eisenhower administration. Not a joke. Not a joke. This thing is like early 50s. Now, do I collect vintage kitchen gadgets? No, I'm just old and cheap. And if it still works, I'm not throwing it out. Why would I buy the exact same thing made in China? Come on, this thing was made in like Pittsburgh or something. Of course, those people still have jobs, but that's okay. All right, you get the idea. We're doing this and this and this. This is gonna be a batch. Now, I'm gonna show you taking these things out of here and going into our panko, because this is where the money is. Come on. You gotta make sure they're pretty well coated, and if you're not a sadist, don't put your fingers in there. That is a sticky, gooey, battery mess. This is basically just like making onion rings. Exactly, except you're using zucchini instead of that. So if you want to make really great, crispy, incredible onion rings, do this. Just use slices of onions instead of that. Okay, I gave away. The only thing is you don't have to put onion powder in the onion rings because they already have onion in them. I had to put onion in this because it's zucchini, it's not onion. Okay, don't overcrowd the breadcrumbs. Oh, this doesn't work too good. Now we're gonna give this a flip. See that? Give them a pat, make sure it's stuck really, really good because this will want to fall off. Set them into our fry basket here. Make sure they are happy and ready to go. Keep doing this until we're ready to go to the fryer. Fast forward. Okay, first batch is ready. We're going to drop these in the deep fryer. It is set at 375. Do you have to deep fry these? Yeah, pretty much. Do you have to have a deep fryer? No. If you have like a big cast iron pot, one of those Dutch oven cassoulet pans, something like that, this will be this will be perfect for that. Just get the oil to 375, try and hold it there, do the best you can. Don't overcrowd the basket or they will stick together. This is really about as many as you're going to get in here for my fryer. It's not a big one. It's the, 1.75 liter, something like that. There's a link down below if you want to see that deep fryer on the Amazons. It's super cheap. It's a good one I've had. I went through two of them. I burned the cord out, but that was my fault. I banged the cord and broke it. But the thing works pretty good and it's super cheap and easy to use. So if you want to pick one up, there's an affiliates link down there. You know how affiliates link work. I make this much off it, but every bit helps. Let's go to the deep fryer. Let's cook these things and that's it. It's simple. Okay, each oven. So into the deep fryer we go. Now, I'm using a GoPro here on a mount above a deep fryer at 375 degrees. I don't know if you know anything about GoPros, but they don't like heat. So this one's going to go out on me in about, 30 seconds or so, which is about 4 minutes too short, basically, for showing you how to cook these things. Yeah, they cook about 5 minutes, roughly, something like that. You want them nice and crispy. You want to wait till the bubbles start to slow down, and that's how you know you got it nice and cooked. It's beautiful, ready to go, but you're not going to get to see that because the GoPro died. Yes, that's right, GoPro overheated and shut off. So, here's another camera after it's done. These look beautiful and delicious, and all you got to do is let them cool down a second. You can salt them if you want to, but you don't have to because it's already in there, and then all we need to do is eat them. Okay, these are out of the deep fryer. The video on that might be a little sparse because GoPros suck. I will just leave it at that. I may have filmed this a couple of times where I go on a 15 or 20 minute tirade about my GoPro problems. You don't need to hear that. So here, we're just going to dig into these. I may have already eaten one or more. Because again, this is the third version of this. There you go. All right, these are so crispy, so warm, so delicious, so awesome. Put them in a little bit of ranch because, come on, it's delicious. Make your own ranch, people. God, I love these things. This still has a little bit of meat to it. I mean, it's not so cooked that the inside is completely mush. I don't really like that. You get that by having a higher temperature. What that does is it cooks the outside faster than the inside can cook. And it gives you that really crispy outside. Now that's so 375 in the oil is kind of important. If you like a mushier thing, cook it at 350. It'll cook a little bit longer and it'll cook the inside a little bit better. It's funny. Lower temperature cooks it more. Weird. Science. That's why I'm here. For science. And for stuff like this. You're here to see me make stuff like this. And I did. So we're done. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you on the next one. If you've got some recipe you want to see, leave it in the comments. I love the comments. So leave them. And I'll leave you with a yearning for fried zucchini. Can't do nothing about that. That's on you now. That's your job. I just showed you how. All right, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.